Continuing on our example of a basic KDOT drainage layout, another item that we'll need to be aware of is gutter sections. StormCAD and open roads does not account for bypass naturally in that it doesn't assign targets. You need to let it know where flows are going if you need to account for that. Such as this roadway section has a gutter section and this is upstream of this, and so we need to define that for StormCAD or open roads and so that these flows are not lost. So to do that, we'll simply go from our drainage and utilities to layout, place gutter, and it'll give us a warning for analytic view. We're going to go ahead and click yes. There will be some large text that'll pop up and I'll explain that. But for now we need to click yes, or otherwise we can't see the gutter section that's drawn in. And now it'll ask for feature definitions for gutter sections. We'll go conduit, stormwater gutter, type 1 curb and gutter. And I'll click my start node, which is the upstream, and I'll click my end node, which is the downstream. And it's now created a gutter section. It may be hard to see, but if I click here, that's my gutter section. It does come in on a no plot line. This is for modeling purposes, and so it's not necessary on a plan sheet. This is strictly for hydraulic analysis to account for bypass flows from an upstream inlet to downstream inlet. And back to analytic symbology. Per Bentley documentation, analytic symbology is a representation of the merger between StormCAD and OpenRoads software, and it is an area of enhancement and improvement, so updates will be periodic in the future. The way to turn off analytic symbology is just by going to the view. Now it's important to know that this analytic symbology is only applicable in the 2D view, and to turn it off you simply open your viewport and click use analytic symbology. Uncheck that, and you may have to scroll in and out, but that'll take that away. Or if for some reason you wanted to leave the analytic symbology on and maybe modify it, you can open it up through element symbology. Under hydraulic analysis, you can turn off the labels as you would like, or you can right click and edit, modify, changing text sizes, placement. You should not use analytic symbology for drafting. OpenRoads has drawing and production tools, including element annotation and text favorites that you can use, or callouts. I would not recommend using analytic symbology for anything other than review of the model. The last item to place in a basic drainage layout is conduits. And under the drainage and utilities ribbon, layout, place conduit, we can find our conduit feature definitions. I'll go conduit, stormwater, and I'll go ahead and put a concrete 18-inch pipe from the inlet to the next inlet. We'll go ahead and change the description, and then you place it on a connection region from one inlet to another. And we've placed the conduit. One note on connection regions, they can be seen in the 2D model. I'm going to go ahead and flip off all my 3D and 2D references. And you can see here are the connection regions. For a vault dimension that's smaller, you will only have a point to snap to the center of it, whereas a longer dimension you'll have a line, so you can place the pipe or conduit at any point across this line. So there's some flexibility. For a circular manhole, you can place a conduit anywhere inside the interior circumference. And that covers placement of all basic drainage and utility feature definitions.